How to bulk up as a complete beginner. During puberty, I always used to tell myself, I'm a hard gainer. I cannot gain weight. No matter how much I eat, no matter how hard I try, I will always be skinny. And now we're here. I have gained over 20 kilos in 1 year. So how did I do it? How did I overcome my doubts? How did I gain 20 kilos of muscle in 1 year? And how can you do it too? That's what we'll talk about in this video. I started going to the gym in 2020, but then COVID came around, so I started again in March of 2022. And I looked something like this. When summer came around, I gained a few pounds, but I looked like this. And this was far from my goal. The problem was I took the bicycle to school every day, which meant 2 hours or 40 kilometers of cycling every single day. This meant that in order to gain weight, I had to eat over 4,000 calories. So I did. I started eating way more. 4,000 calories every day. I started stuffing myself. This was really hard. I do have a big appetite, but I didn't feel like eating in school, so I had to stuff all my meals down in the evening. I felt like a competitive eater. I felt like Nicocado Avocado. Having to eat so much, I discovered a few hacks that helped me eat more without feeling full. So let me tell you. Number one is liquid calories. It's way easier to drink your calories than to eat your calories. If you have to drink 1,000 calorie shake, this will be way easier than eating 1,000 calorie meal. Another hack is to set a 10-minute timer and start eating without any distractions, no screen, no scrolling, no YouTube, no nothing, just eating for 10 minutes. And if you finish your plate within 10 minutes, your brain won't have registered that you're full yet, because your brain takes about 20 minutes to register that you're full. So if you eat really quick, you can eat way more. And hack number 3, have a huge breakfast. In the morning you're probably hungry and you can eat a load of food, and this can allow you to go a little easier throughout the day when you don't have time. After doing this for a year straight, I went from 70 kilos to 97 kilos. But there's a problem. I got fat. I didn't feel fit. My face looked fat. I didn't feel like I had a lot of muscle, I just had a belly. So where did it go wrong? Well, let's rewind. After a few months of bulking, I just started eating anything I could get my hands on, including junk food, Coca-Cola, everything, literally everything. I wasn't tracking my calories anymore, I was just stuffing myself with as much food as possible. This is what's called a dirty bulk. And this will only make you fat. Sure, of course you will gain a lot of muscle, but you will also gain excess fat that you will want to lose because it just doesn't look good. So what's the solution? A clean bulk. This is a way to gain muscle without gaining a lot of fat. So how to set up your diet? Well, first of all, calculate your maintenance calories. There are plenty of free tools on Google, so just search for maintenance calorie calculator, calculate your maintenance calories and add 300. This is how many calories you want to eat every single day. You are going to track every single bit of food you have with an app like MyFitnessPal or Food. This only takes 5 minutes a day, so just do it, it's worth it. Have clean meals with as little junk food and overprocessed garbage as possible. But how can I eat so much if I only have vegetables? There are more clean foods than just vegetables. Think about peanut butter, dark chocolate, avocado, olive oil. These are all really high in calories, but really healthy. This is because they're high in fat. And fats aren't unhealthy, they're actually really healthy if you have the right fats, the natural fats. Fats don't fill you up as much because they have 9 calories per gram, whereas carbohydrates and protein only have 4 calories per gram. Speaking of protein, this is the nutrient that recovers and builds your muscles. So you will want to aim to get about 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if I weigh 180 pounds, I will want to get 180 grams of protein. My main sources of protein are dairy, meat, nuts and grains. And finally, carbs are what give your body energy. So have a large serving of fruits, bread or rice before your workout. About 2 hours before your workout. Make sure these are also natural foods. Don't just eat sweets, because then you'll be just eating sugar and ruining your mood for the day. You can play with the amount of fats and carbs you hit every day, as long as you hit your calorie and protein goals. These are the most important. So to summarize, eat 300 calories above your maintenance calories and have your body weight in pounds in grams of protein. And get this from healthy meals. We're almost done with the diet. Finally, I want you to take creatine monohydrate. This is a completely natural supplement. It's backed up by a lot of research and it just helps you do a few percent better during every training you do. Also, it makes your muscles look a little fuller. So take it, and the only thing you need to adjust is to drink a little more water when taking creatine. Now, let's move on to training. When I started, I didn't know what I was doing, and if I knew what I was doing, I would have progressed so much faster. So, what I'm going to tell you is really valuable and it will help you a lot. Your training split, or which muscles you train on which day, doesn't matter as much as you think. Just find a training split that works with your schedule and that hits each muscle in your body about 2 times a week. If you're in doubt about what training split will work for you, just leave a comment and I'll help you out for free. I'm not going to sell you anything, but I'm just going to help you figure out what works for you. In the gym, there are 3 things you should focus on as a beginner. These will help you make the most gains. First of all, make sure you master the technique on each exercise before going heavy, because you don't want to injure yourself. So make sure you watch YouTube tutorials, you ask an experienced gym goer, or you do anything you can to get your technique straight. There are plenty of tutorials out there, so there's really no excuse for having shitty form. Number 2 is your main focus should be compound exercises. These are exercises that target multiple muscles at once. So prioritize squats, deadlifts, bench presses, shoulder presses, pull-ups and rows. These exercises will make you strong as well as muscular, because they target multiple muscles and teach your muscles how to work together. Do them at the start of your workout so you can put the most energy into these exercises and aren't tired already. And the third thing you should focus on is training really hard and progressively overloading your muscle. This is essential. Your body is stubborn and it doesn't want to build muscle. So you will really have to force your body to gain muscle by telling it, hello, it's time to adapt, it's time to change, come on. Force it by training so hard that your body cannot ignore you. Get close to failure every set and try to do a rep more or a little bit more weight every single workout. But training hard shouldn't mean shitty form. Your form should remain your top priority. These are the main points, but to improve even more, rest 2 to 3 minutes in between sets. Make sure you stay in the 6 to 12 rep range, which means you do somewhere between 6 to 12 reps in every set. I would say you stay at the high end, so 8 to 12 reps as a beginner to avoid injury. And finally, do about 10 to 20 sets per muscle per week. Now a few quick and simple lifestyle tips that will help you gain even more muscle. Number 1, make sure you sleep 7 hours per night or more. This helps tremendously with muscle growth and it makes sure you can train really hard every single day, because your muscles recover during your sleep. So, if you cannot recover properly, you will stay sore for longer and won't be able to train hard enough. Number 2, reduce stress. Meditate, read, do anything you find relaxing. Because stress messes with your sleep, with your performance, it messes with everything. So just make sure you have as little stress as possible. This will really make a difference. Number 3, hit 10,000 steps every day. This will keep you fit, this will keep you healthy, and this will make sure you keep gaining muscle instead of fat. And number 4, make sure working out is fun. To see results, you will have to do this for years. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to stay consistent. That's the key. So how do you keep it fun for yourself? That's something I explain in this video. If you have any questions, if anything was unclear, leave it in the comments below.